Welcome to the Real CP Show. I'm your host, CP. And today's topic, this Black woman, an avid runner, she was crippled by a hit and run driver. Life changes just like that. There were several dynamics in this story that I just wanted to talk just briefly about. But before I get into this, let me first show or let you listen to this initial 911-ness of the audio when it first happened, which was actually last year that this happened. And a small numbers of people have even heard the story. And there's reasons why on that as well. So let me go ahead and play you this particular audio before I play. Look at this picture. Just beautiful couple. Beautiful. This Black woman, be it she was Black American or one of the other Black Caribbean beautiful ones or the Black ones in certain parts of Africa, et cetera, either way. And some other places that have some beautiful Black women that would be considered Black in the category of the U.S. Either way, it was a sad situation because, again, in this system of supremacy, which is the most awesome mental manipulation force on this planet, they do not like to see relationships together. They don't like it. They like feminism to be the dominant force in various parts of society. Oh, you best believe it. But let me go ahead and play this particular clip. Give me 1 second here. Make sure I got that right. Give me one moment here. A moment. Okay, I think I got it now. Give me 1 moment here. Okay, here we go. And by the way, the warning, this video contains graphic content. Is not necessarily a visual part. They're just talking about some audio in this and things like that. So let me go ahead and play this clip.
911, what is the address?
I'm going to tell you right now, we are on the side of, we're on Miramar Parkway and 17, I'm so sorry. 184 is heading eastbound.
Okay, 184. 184 to Miramar Parkway?
Yes, heading eastbound. We're on Miramar Parkway on the side of the road.
Okay, and what is your name? What telephone number can you be reached at? Okay, and tell me exactly what happened.
We're a group of runners, and one of our son is on the side of the road. It seems like she may have gotten hit.
Hit by a vehicle?
Did you get hit by a car? She just fell. She said she just fell, but her injuries reflect a little bit more. She's bleeding from her head and has a lot of like bruises and stuff like that.
Just like that, her life changed. She was an avid runner. She was out just doing her thing, routine running. And they said she was ahead of the pack in her running group. And this demonic hit and run driver, ran over and drove off. And most likely, astronomically, it's not going to be a Black American. And the demographics in that area, you're not going to hear a lot of Black Americans in that area. But it's a whole different topic in itself, right? Whole different topic in itself. And I hope they do find the demonic hit and run driver of this Black woman. And so then people were like, oh my goodness. Oh, it wasn't a Black American. Well, of course it wasn't a Black American man or woman that did that. Right? Now, the second thing I wanted to go ahead and show was the video from this particular news medianess. And again, I'm utilizing this as a time piece purpose. And then I go into several of the several dynamics of this particular topic. Give me 1 second here. I mean, just beautiful black woman, just a beautiful. Sad that that happened to her. Give me 1 moment. Give me 1 moment here. Sad, just sad. Here we go. Make sure that's right. Okay. All right.
Off the top at 11 tonight, and only on Local 10, a long road to recovery for a woman who was struck while jogging nearly 1 year ago.
For the first time, we're seeing how her life has changed as the driver who left her for dead is still out there. Local 10's Terrell Forney is live in Miramar with the exclusive. Terrell.
And this is the very road where that woman's life changed forever, Miramar Parkway and Southwest 184th Avenue. We know that she was out on that run, but this is something that she may not even ever recover from. But there is someone very strong by her side, and it is her very own husband who is supporting her.
She means everything to me. I love her very much.
Roosevelt Delanois has not given up hope for his wife, Onyxia.
She's moving her head a lot more than she was before.
The couple, married just 2 years ago, maintain a strong bond for each other, despite this huge health challenge.
She's been taking care of her, trying to, take care of myself and my son, and stay strong for her because she needs me. She needs me.
It was April of last year when Onyxia was out for an early morning run. A car slammed into the woman on Miramar Parkway near 184th Avenue. The driver kept on going.
Even still to this day, I find new scars on her body.
Now, 1 year later, Onyxia is bound to a wheelchair and back home, but still suffering from a traumatic brain injury and a devastating injury to her brainstem.
Doctors just are saying that she's not going to get better. You're doing a good job.
Roosevelt is determined not to leave his wife's side, taking the marriage vow of in sickness and in health very seriously for the ambitious woman he met 8 years ago.
She started her own businesses. She's done very well for herself. And just to see this happen to her, it's just devastating to me to see.
It's taken a world of courage and strength to get to this point.
I love when you look at me.
Roosevelt says that the hope now is that the driver of the car on that April day in 2024 has a conscience and a heart to face the consequences.
I'm starting to get angry that this person is still out there.
You didn't hear anything about, oh my goodness, we're going to forgive them for the demonic actions. That's not what you heard. And this is what this little demonic system loves to tell, especially Black Americans who have been the centuries of old, a Black pain, which also includes, well, Black women, right? Black women, right? And this is why the dynamics are so interesting in this, because in this system of supremacy, they like very much to get certain numbers of Black women to jump on board toward the nonsensical deadly feminism, right? And then that seepage of poison gets in certain numbers of American Black women's mentality, the one this applies to. I don't need no man. I don't need no broke man, no broke Black male, even though the majority of Black males are not broke. More than half Black males are considered middle class. The majority of Black males prefer to be in relationships. Majority of Black males who own child support do pay child support on time, by the way. It's actual numbers of women who are behind on child support the most. But most people don't want to hear about that. Most people don't even know about that because it's a supremacist, manipulated system. And feminism, white feminism, is a deadly perpendicular type of demonicism right next to supremacists. And unfortunately, numbers of American black women, the ones supplies to, and some other black women as well, the ones supplies to as well, who have allowed the seepageness of white feminism to go within their mentality as well, right? And this is what white feminism do to numbers of black women, the ones who don't know the game on that. Yes. What was that again? Yes, yes. And the other dynamic is this black man. Now they only been married. Well, they was only married for a couple of years, but they've been knowing each other for almost 10 years. So there was some good understanding of each other. And the thing about it, when they got married, he stood by her side after this devastating, demonic hit and run driver did that to his wife, who again was in shape, doing her thing, avid runner. By the way, she also was a veteran, a businesswoman, a mother, etc. Right? Doing her thing in life. And all of a sudden, bam, her life changed. This is why, again, you can never, and unfortunately, many numbers of people continue to keep doing this, continue to keep thinking that money is the way of happiness only, instead of utilizing money as a tool, utilizing college as a tool, utilizing trade school as a tool, or in a relationship, and say in a contemporary man and one relationship on that situation, understanding within a marriage to understand that it is a give and take. It's not about, oh my goodness, 50-50. How in the HELL is a marriage 50-50? When each day that man might not be feeling good, that woman might not be feeling good. How many times women lost their jobs, men lost their jobs, right? How is it 50-50? Is it 50-50 when there's burglars coming up? Is it 50% that women are supposed to be out there protecting their family? 50-50. You know how silly that make any sense? But this is a nonsense under feminism that it does to numbers of women, especially numbers of black women, the ones it's applied to. Right? And also certain other numbers of women too that have fell under white feminism. So the dynamic with this black male also stand in the marriage, right, for the true vows. And of course, things happen in life where sometimes it's better to go ahead and break up and go about your business, right? And even the biblical concept, there is a scripture that talks about how the divorcing or the breakup of a relationship is allowed because of the hardness of certain personnel's heart, right? Sometimes it's better to go ahead and separate yourself, right? And and numbers of people stop trying to screw one another in divorces. The system loves it, especially feminism. They love when see black couples, men and women, divorce, and they go fighting and spend thousands and thousands and thousands. They want to do in divorces, and no one wins on that. They love seeing that. They love to see the breaking up of families. Oh, they love it. Because then they know it's easy to control numbers of women first. Oh, these people are brilliant. Because there's people who actually think that numbers of women are in control of various parts of society. Oh, excuse me. They act like that there's no influence by certain numbers of women, or should we say feminist type women in society. And it's all around. Right? But in closing, the sad part about it is if this was vice versa, and how many numbers of women would have left this black man, because then they would say, well, he really can't do too much for me now. Right? We can't get into certain type of sexual relationships. Right? Well, she can't bring any money really. So what is she good to me? I mean, what is he good? I'm sorry, excuse me. If it was vice versa and that man was in that position, he was crippled and stuff like that, in that situation, and he wasn't really bringing the money then, and he couldn't do any sexual things with that woman. Oh man, how many numbers of women, especially within feminism, are like, I don't need him no more. Forget that. I don't need him at all. He's no good. How many numbers of women, how many numbers of black women have left good males? But society don't want you to talk about that. They just want to act like, oh my goodness, males and black men are running from responsibilities. They don't talk about numbers of women who sit there and who have had good men, and they have left those type of men. They don't talk about how many numbers of males who have fallen on bad times, followed on health situations, and numbers of women, numbers of black women, the ones supplies who have left those men, left families. They don't want to talk about that. Right? And it's disgusting. So it would be nice if even more numbers of American black women would stop falling for white feminism. And even numbers of women in certain parts of other cultures within America to not allow the westernized feminism type of nonsense to dictate the poisonous mentality of certain ones who believe it's nonsense. Because it's deadly. So I thank you for tuning in to the Real CP show.